What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new Palworld Feybreak video. Today, guys, I'll be showing you the new resources, Chromite and HEXALITE QUARTZ, and how to get it. Now, guys, you first have to come to the Feybreak Island, which is located in the bottom left quadrant of the map. You can see it is quite a bit of distance away from the mainland. I would recommend bringing two pals over here. One, well, I mean, for transport anyway. One being a flyer so that you can make your way across the ocean relatively quickly. And then the second one being an aquatic and land mount. Because the moment you get to this island, you can see there are anti-air missiles that will shoot you down if you stay too long in the sky. So I would heavily recommend bringing yourself a mount that you can use to travel along the ground as well as along the water, as this will enable you to survive and you won't get killed, or your pals killed for that matter. Now, guys, you can see here in front of us, we already have some HEXALITE QUARTZ. This kind of does spawn everywhere on the island as far as I've been able to see. I have found it more so in this location down here, which is sort of, I'll show you on the map because it's a bit easier, on these sort of salt cliffs, I guess you could call them. There is quite a lot of HEXALITE QUARTZ here, and you can just walk up to this and mine it relatively easy. So definitely bring a pal. Obviously, it'll speed things up for you, as well as like a pal pickaxe if you want to. I'm just using the sword because it's all I have on me at the moment. I apologize for the cats, but it's definitely worth grabbing as much of this stuff as you can. And like I mentioned, even setting up bases where there's quite a lot of nodules for you to use and mine with your pals, as that will enable you to gather quite a lot of the HEXALITE QUARTZ. You can see over here, there's a couple of nodes just here that we can use or even build a base on, and they will regenerate over time. So it's definitely worth grabbing the HEXALITE. Whoa, here are the missiles that I mentioned earlier, but it is kind of scattered everywhere. Like you can see, it's in this ocean's edge. It's sort of everywhere. So you want to make sure that you bring plenty of inventory space, plenty of weight with you, or even set up a little base over here as well so that you can get fast travel access over here. And here is the anti-air missiles base. Oh god. And you can see what happens if you stay up there for too long. Now, guys, the next resource that you want to be looking out for to progress in the new update is Chromite. Now, Chromite is also found on the new Feybreak Island. So you need to pretty much spend a bit of time going about exploring for it. Now, there's two ways you can go about doing it. The first one is with a metal detector, which I do recommend at this stage. The third way is with Smokey the Pal. So if you throw Smokey out, he will have the ability to dig, dog, dig. You can hold this down and he'll pretty much scout the area around you. Now, it is a little bit on the slow side of things. Let's put away our metal detector so you can actually see. So you can see there is him using his ability. He's on a 2-second cooldown, and you do have to constantly hold down the corresponding button. So it can be a bit of an annoyance. The way I like to do it is I'll grab my traveling mount, throw that out, jump on the traveling mount, bring out my metal detector, and I'll just run around on my mount like this until it picks something up. This is much faster than stopping and having to throw Smokey out every second to get it. And you'll see that when you get close to a source of it, it does this quick beeping like this and a smaller radius of it. And that means you are getting close to some of the chromite. So my guess is that it's up here somewhere. Nope, doesn't look like it. So it's got to be down here somewhere. It is possible it's somewhere in the wall. I don't know. I'm not seeing it at the moment, but we do have a node that we did find earlier. So I'll take you over to that. So you'll see how the scanner changes. You do have to keep an eye out for it as well, because you need the scanner to go off. So you can see here, because there wasn't anything before, and if you run away for a bit, it will disappear. So you do need to be aware that when the reticle changes, you can see there it pops into view. And this is what you want to look for. This is your chromite. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and mine it up. Mine as much of it as you can, because you will need to convert all of this into bars in order to create your new tier of, well, pretty much everything. Everything past level 55 does require, well, not everything, but most things will require HEXALITE, which is 5 chromite and 12 HEXALITE QUARTZ, as well as some more. So you can see here a lot of these resources and new structures will require that HEXALITE resource. So you definitely want to try and get on this as quick as you can so you can get as much of this stuff as you can. So you will need to mine this chromite grab as much of it as you can, but the node will eventually run out, and then you'll have to spend some time finding another one. And that's where I said you want to try. I still think it's better to try and use this guy or your mounted of choice and just run around trying to find the nodes. I don't know where this one is, and it's genuinely stumping me. But you just have to kind of run around everywhere, really. There's no precise location where you'll find the chromite as far as my testing has gone. I've just had to run around, try and check every sort of nook and cranny, because as you saw, it does kind of just pop in. You don't actually see it before you approach it or anything like that. It just appears. And so you need the scanner, you need to pay attention to the scanner in order to make sure that you don't miss any of the chromite. So guys, you can see as you get closer to the chromite, the scanner will start to speed up as well. Make sure you keep an eye out for that. You can see there, we're definitely getting closer to it. Let's just make sure it's this way. All right, so that's definitely not the right way. That's also not the right way. It is a bit tricky to find it, I can tell you that much. Doesn't really give you any sort of indication in which direction to go. You just have to follow the pulses. There you go. And you can see there, we've got it. I'm pretty sure we walked past this point like 4 times, but that's fine. So this is the best way, unfortunately, to go about finding a chromite. I kind of like it because it does add that extra challenge of the late game resources that you need to get. You then need to do that into the ingots, which, I mean, depending on your gathering rates, you will grab a decent amount from singular amounts of the sites. There is also the added ability of Smokey's partner ability, which is the Dig Dog Dig. So you can see there, when activated, it uses its sharp sensor smell to detect nearby chromite. You guys have seen that. I don't think it's the greatest ability. I think the metal detector is easier to use. And then you've also got, while finding together, a large amount of chromite is obtained. Now, I'm not sure if that's just exclusive to one sort of pal that will drop the chromite. Because I have killed a couple of different pals with Smokey out, and none of them have dropped any chromite yet. So, and that's quite a large variety of them. We've got a Smokey up here, which is actually one that I haven't had a chance to try on. So let's see if these guys drop any chromite. It might also just be completely random, but so far, yeah, like I have killed multiples of pals as well, and I haven't got any chromite from any of them. So I don't know if it's dependent on something in particular, a particular type of pal. But I mean, if you're out looking for stuff anyway, you might as well have Smokey out with you, and the potential chance you do get some chromite. So guys, that is how you go about getting the chromite and the HEXALITE quartz. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.